A new movie called Slumdog Millionaire is getting all sorts of Oscar buzz these days, with reviewers calling it, quote, a masterpiece and one in a million. Set in modern-day India in the city of Mumbai, formerly known as Bombay, Slumdog Millionaire is an explosive rags-to-riches fairy tale with a hopeful message about the power of persistence and love. The stakes are high for Jamal. An uneducated orphan from the slums of India, he is on the brink of winning the jackpot on the Hindi version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I'll go for D, London.
Jamal Malik. You're absolutely right! What a player!
But his success arouses suspicions, and he is accused of cheating. Though he is in the hot seat, the prize for Jamal is not money, but the chance to reunite with his childhood sweetheart.
We went on the show because I thought she'd be watching.
The two poverty-stricken kids must overcome a lifetime of fear, violence, and corruption to survive the urban street life of Mumbai and to live out their destiny.
Hello, Jamal.
Dev Patel and his lifeline, Frida Pinto, are the stars of Slumdog Millionaire. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Such a pleasure to have you here. Love the movie. Saw it about a month ago. It is terrific. It is about facing difficult odds and surmounting them. And that's sort of what you guys were up against. I mean, first movie for both of you, right?
Yes.
This is actually first time in New York, first time live interview on American television. How is all of this settling in for you guys? Has it hit you?
It hasn't. It's a bit of a whirlwind, to be honest.
Yeah, it started in September and it still hasn't hit us, really. So.
It's just a big blur, to be honest.
You know, the director, when he was looking for Jamal, the character Jamal, who could play him, he decided he wanted to pick somebody who sort of looked like a loser.
A loser,
right?
yes, yes, that's
kind of
right. So initially, Danny wanted to cast his lead man. Yeah, Danny Boyle wanted to cast his lead guy out in Bombay and wanted an all-Indian cast. However, to get into Bollywood there, the guys need to be buffed up and masculine and good-looking, which I guess I'm not.
Well, you're awfully cute. You are very cute.
He's an underdog, the character I play, Jamal Malik. And, yeah, he's just meant to be an average Joe. And I think that's what he kind of saw in me.
You are British, and now you're playing somebody from India, right, living in the slums. How did you get into the mindset of a slum dog, which is what the kids are called,
That
live in the slums?
That was really tricky. Danny Boyle was great, because before we started doing the filming, he took me on location scouting when they searched for locations to shoot the film. And I got to see the slums. Were you overwhelmed by them? They are. Yeah. I went to this slum called Dharavi, which has got a population of 2 million people and it's still growing. And it was shocking, to be honest. It was great as well because it sort of broke my stereotypes of what I thought slum life would be coming from London. And I'd done an internship at a call centre. And I worked in a hotel for a day, which was really scary. They had me washing dishes for like 4 hours. They saw this foreigner come in with a bright red Bruce Lee T-shirt and Nike trainers, and they're like,
we got him now. Frida, you are from Mumbai, so you really know what that city is like. Did the movie capture it?
Absolutely. I am from Mumbai, and I keep saying I put in 23 years of research into this film, not knowing I was going to play this part. But you still can never really know that city because it's ever-changing and it's growing by the day. But Danny Boyle's really captured it so beautifully. The truest, most honest depiction. So many films in India made on Bombay, but this is a truest portrayal.
And the children who play you guys as kids are phenomenal. Two of the three, because one of the characters is your brother, are actually from the slums. I know you didn't work directly with them, but did they blow you away? Their performance was phenomenal.
In fact, Danny wanted us to watch a bit of the footage that they'd already done with the kids.
Yes.
And he told us, okay, so fine, you come in here and we'll just show you what these kids have already done. And he shows us, and this immense amount of pressure, like, oh my God, that's what we have to keep up to right now, you know, just to make it seem seamless. So they're excellent, they're so effortless.
And all these kids in this slum area, they all know Bollywood very well, your film industry. I mean, they know the movies. Is it escape for them? Is it...
I think I think everyone's crazy about Bollywood in India. These little kids, like Danny was telling us, that they wanted to copy Shah Rukh Khan and Hrithik Roshan, and Danny was like, no, just be yourself. Yeah. They know everything. It's a craze in India.
I think, going there, witnessing it, I think it's sort of part of life, Bollywood. in India.
Yeah, you know, the strangest thing, they have altars where they worship, obviously, they put the pictures of the god and goddesses, and then they have a Bollywood actor next to it. So that's how it is.
So that's how it's right there next to the gods.
Right.
And I personally, as the host of Millionaire in this country, the syndicated version, I loved that as the backdrop. But you don't go there for the money. You go there because you're hoping that Latika watches you, because everybody in India watches Millionaire.
I mean, yeah, it's probably one of the biggest shows out there, and the guy who hosts it is like the god of the Bollywood stars. He's Amitabh Bachchan, who was the first guy that hosted it. And this kid, I guess, his thinking is, if I can get on the show, maybe she'll find me.
And she does. And the ending, I don't want to give it away, but it is vintage Bollywood. It is an unbelievable dance scene at the train station. You didn't know how to dance. This one taught you. As we go out, can you show us some of your stuff? Come on, guys. We have a little music.
Oh, look, the music's
come on,
there.
let's go.
I didn't warm up. There we go.
This is Danny Boyle's favorite move. It's the basketball move.
The double basketball,
double
right?
basketball.
All right, how does... All right. Here we go. 1, 2. There's that one, and then there was a really cheesy. I don't know.
It's about hope and survival and a little bit about dancing. Dev Patel, Frida Pinto, thank you both so much. Slumdog Millionaire, I kid you not, one of the best movies I've ever seen. Oscar buzz big time. Hope you're at the Oscars this year. It's in theaters now. Back in a moment. This is Today on NBC. Go see it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.